All right, guys. Welcome to another video. We're out here recording. We're going to do a little walk and talk. Today we're just going to talk about some common misconceptions and common struggles that everyone has when trying to eat healthy. All right, so Janelle, what are some things that you've struggled with in the past?
To be honest, like living in a household that doesn't buy the most healthiest organic food.
Now, how did that affect you?
It affected me because I was trying to find meals that were more healthier and more just better for myself. It was hard for me to find stuff in my household that I can make meals out of or snacks without having a whole bunch of junk food.
Okay. So personally, I haven't gone through that, but what are some things that you did in order to fix that with your family?
I really talked to my parents and explained to them how I was feeling, and I came up with some solutions with them, as in going to the grocery store with my mom and to pick out stuff that I wanted for some foods, and then talking to my mom also about different meals that she can make to get some healthier meals.
What about when you went in restaurants and stuff like that?
I always try to balance instead of getting. I always try to balance it and make sure I have a protein and a vegetable and not just a whole plate of carbs and just unhealthy.
All right, so what's another thing that you struggle with?
Probably the social media expectations.
Okay, so the fitness influencers that you see online with this tiny little waist. Okay.
And especially when they're showing everything they're doing, and they're oh, I'm eating this huge steak and this salad and a whole bunch of other stuff. Yeah. And it's I can't eat that.
I've seen those on Instagram. They have the cooking board with avocado, eggs, steak, everything. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's not realistic for a day-to-day.
Yeah, to eat every single day. Yeah.
Exactly.
So, how did you solve that?
I solved that by just trying to really watch what I'm seeing on social media.
Oh, cutting out the distractions?
Exactly. Okay. So if there is this specific girl that I was watching and she was always oh, I'm this, I'm that, whatever, and it was breaking me down, I stopped watching it.
Okay. Has there been any struggles with that? Because I understand that social media, it's everywhere. You see it all the time. How did you stop? Are you still struggling with that?
I mean, yes and no, because this time I'm more when I see those things, I'm okay, if I want to do that, how can I how can I get myself to that point? Right,
because you've already been on this journey, you've been starting in this journey, so you kind of understand this takes time. It's not overnight. Exactly. Okay, nice. All right, so one final thing that I want to talk about is rushing in too quickly. I know I've been working out for over a year at this point, and I know that when I first started out, I cut it down, calorie deficit, I was a stick. And then as soon as I started working out, I wanted to start bulking up, and I did it the wrong way. So what I want you guys to know is that it takes a long time. And in my other videos, I talk about discipline, patience, self-control. These are things that you need to implement in your day-to-day lifestyle, because working out is not an easy job, right? It's eating healthy is not an easy job. And we've talked, sometimes we don't live in houses where you don't buy all organic stuff. Sometimes you don't live in houses where everything is absolutely healthy, and it's hard for us to balance it. So what's a verse that people can use to make them feel more confident in themselves, make them feel like they got this?
And I have my Bible, and so for me it was 1 Corinthians 6:19 through 20. It says, "Don't you know that your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit who is in you, whom you have from God? You are not your own, for you were bought at a price, so glorify God with your body."
So it's technically saying why, I know on social media people say, oh, go on a calorie deficit, and it's why are you starving yourself? You have to treat your body in the correct way. When you starve yourself, you're doing, it's a bad thing for your body. And when you're eating way too much for no reason, it's a bad thing for your body. It takes time, it takes patience, and it takes self-control in order to fully have a good physique and have a good metabolism. Some people have better genetics, other people don't, right? It depends, and in the end of the day, God's the one who made you. He's the one who created you, and you should try your hardest to do good. And so what I want you guys to do is just stay committed, stay disciplined, and don't stop. As long as you have self-control with what you eat and stay balanced, you're gonna be okay. Like, subscribe. Thank you.